Hi, I'm going to sadly, but also calmly wrap up the Introverted Intuitive series. This series is going to be more vlog style, as you can tell. And so, good night for after this video, and I hope you enjoy also watching the other videos in this series. Introverted intuition is really fun because it just enlightens your path, and it enlightens your inner world, and it creates an exciting life. I think it's a very interesting function because it creates calmness for the ENFJ. It creates a wider perspective for the ENTJ, and it helps, both types shift perspectives, which is really important. Great listening skill, and it helps also to digest information. And with the INTJ, I think it helps to connect with other people. I think with the INFJ, it helps to be this very good perspective shifter, just pinging back and forward, and it's what I don't like about introverted intuition is that it creates problems for all of these NJ types. So for the INFJ, can create sort of this more laid back vibe where not much gets done. For the INTJ, it creates sort of this illusion of being innocent, but sometimes I'm like, well, that's kind of painful, especially for others, because when are you going to do the extroverted thinking? It can be a struggle for the ENTJ because sometimes they're so with the TE, they feel like they're very much focused on all the things, but they're actually focused on this tiny TE aspect. Not an introverted thinking, but just the category on itself, right? The category in extroverted thinking is just like putting your head down and doing the TE. But I feel like if they would just take their heads out of the TE, they would suddenly see a panoramic view and just be more aware and more relaxed that way, and just be like, oh my god, there's other people here, I have to pay attention and stuff like that. And shift perspectives instead of getting really emotional. Some of them are, and also just be a little bit more gentle with other people. And I think introverted intuition creates problems for the struggles for the ENFJ, because when they're in their introverted thinking stress, they can really get lost in details, and then their introverted intuition clings onto that and thinks, oh my god, I gotta solve this problem and plow a path forward. And it's like if they would just snap out of it and really see the bigger picture and just get out of introverted thinking, then they would have more compassion for themselves and actually solve actual problems. To make all of this easier to understand, please visit Personality Hacker. They have a little podcast where you sort of can listen to stories, a meditation type of story about each specific type. But these anecdotes are actually plucked from real life, so I hope that makes it easier for you to understand. So this is a little deeper dive after you know a little bit more. I also really love these types, and introverted intuition is the way out. So it is always a good function, of course, but it just depends on how you would use it. Intuitives, to wrap up this series, I want to give you a big kiss. And don't forget that you guys make up the least amount of people, so we can feel a little lost in life, but that's a normal feeling, because remember, at the end of the day, we're all people and we all feel lost. We're all on this little earth, and that's painful, but it's normal to feel lost. And introverted intuitive, especially INFJs, I would say, love yourself, and don't forget about all of us.